Today, I want to talk through something that Fanatics has done that, in my opinion, has shown a total disregard for collectors. And I want you guys to help me understand your thoughts down in the comments below, because this does relate to Tom Brady, it does relate to an event here in Australia, and it does relate to Tyson Beck, because they've gone ahead and done something that has left collectors essentially shortchanged and is very disingenuous and disgusting, in my opinion. But I want to hear what you guys have to say down in the comments below. Now, I'm sure you guys have read about this by now, but Tyson Beck had a collaboration with Tom Brady during his event here in Australia, and this was to release some signed trading cards. And this is what those cards were meant to look like. And, you know, if you're not sure who Tom Brady is, or not Tom Brady, if you're not sure who Tyson Beck is, he's an independent artist here in Australia that does collaborations like this with athletes all the time. He's done stuff with Steph Curry, Dennis Rodman, Mike Tyson, Tyson Fury, amongst many, many others. And, you know, is a thing that collectors go crazy for. His cards sell out in literally seconds. And in particular, these Tom Brady ones had a huge, appeal to them, and people were going extra wild for them, if that's a way to say it. And like I said, Tom Brady had an event lined up here in Australia where he'd come and talk for a few hours. People could buy packages and just listen to a GOAT talk. And again, Australians are sport mad, so they very much look forward to this thing. And, we're sort of left disappointed with what transpired, because on the day of the event, Tom Brady was told he was not allowed to sign any cards. And he was clearly told this by Fanatics because he is a Fanatics exclusive athlete, as I'll put on screen right now. And this is just a really disappointing thing, because people rocked up to this event and were clearly left dumbfounded by the fact that things they paid a lot of money for were now not going to happen. Now, I can't recall if I mentioned, but a number of people reached out on the day of the event, which was only a few days ago now, and they commended Tyson for how he handled the situation, because they said he went above and beyond explaining it to everyone that this was not going to happen. And like I said, it's a very disappointing thing to sort of go down how it did, because this event was announced 3 months ago. Tyson's autograph cards were announced, months ago. They went on sale weeks ago. So the fact that Fanatics waited until the day of to try and do it the way they did is just really disgusting and disingenuous, in my opinion. Now, some people will defend them, and I will get to Tyson Beck's statement in a second, but people will try and defend them because they do have exclusive arrangements with these athletes. But there's a right way to do things and there's a wrong way to do things. And the way they went about this hurt collectors more than anybody else. And it's something that, leaves me really uneasy for the long-term viability of what it is they're trying to do for collectors within this hobby. Now, I should also quickly give some context that, yes, I had a number of people reach out to me being quite upset with the situation. They all spoke very positively of Tyson. But the thing I wanted to make very clear is, I've not had any conversations with Tyson about this or this situation. I'm only going off of, what happened in his statement, what he's mentioned within his statement, and based on what others have told me as well. I've met Tyson once before at a card show here in Australia. We were both speakers on a panel, and I really commend the guy because he's a very transparent person, as you can sort of see by his statement, which I'll bring up in a second. I only messaged him to sort of check in, from a well-being perspective, because the one thing I want you guys to understand is that this event was huge. Australians are sport mad. This event was massive. People went crazy for it. A lot of money was spent for people to attend. And to sort of have this happen with, hundreds of people on the day being very upset, for him to handle the situation how he did and sort of, basically go through all that stress. I just wanted to check in with him that he was doing okay. But, as you can sort of see here in his statement, he talks about the fact that he was a key partner of this tour. He sort of had an arrangement in place for Tom Brady to sign these cards. He then goes on to say that a third party not associated with the tour did not allow for the cards to be autographed. He says he was left blindsided and was provided this information last minute, only 2 days before the signing session was to take place in Melbourne. And then obviously he was working, as much as he could with these third parties to try and make it happen, but it was finally decided on the day of the event that it would not proceed. He goes, I tried everything I could to offer a solution with the third party, but was ultimately left with no answer from them with my offers. He then goes on to say, with the items not allowed to be signed on the day of the event, all orders of the autograph trading card packages will be refunded in full on the following dates. Here in the US, January 31st, February 1st in Australia, they are the same day. Now, he then goes on to say a few more things, which I think goes to him being a commendable dude, because he says, along with the full refund, everybody with this package was able to attend an evening with Tom Brady for free last night, and customers with Tom Brady meet and greet autograph card packages will now experience that special moment with Tom Brady for free. So he's sort of gone above and beyond to make this right by his customers. And when things have gone wrong with his website in the past where bots have infiltrated, he's always gone above and beyond to make things right by collectors. But, I just think this is a really unfortunate thing. And he goes on to say that he's also done, collaborations with 35 athletes. He's never experienced anything like this before. And it's something that he's, deeply apologetic for. And I just think it's a really terrible move from Fanatics themselves, because it hurts collectors more than anybody else. And I know I've already said that, and some people will say that, yes, Fanatics have, agreements to maintain with these athletes, right? And they need to make sure they set a precedent so that other people don't go ahead and print cards and get these athletes to sign them and then go ahead and sell them on the secondary market, right? They want to make sure from a legal perspective that they're covered, but they had ample opportunity to do this the right way. Why did they not raise it weeks ago? Why did they not raise it when this package and this tour was announced 3 months ago? It just leaves me scratching my head. When you look at it through the lens of how it went down, it looks like they did it to hurt Tyson. It looks like they did it to hurt collectors. But, I don't believe that to be the case, but it's how it looks, right? Collectors have gone to this event being super excited and are now looking at Fanatics in a different lens. They're saying, well, why did you guys go ahead and do this? Why have you guys done it this way? And it's just a terrible look, in my opinion. And it looks like they've done it to hurt him in that specific instance. Like, why could they not work with Tyson in this instance to do something different? Why could they not say, well, we'll take all the money from the event. You cover your costs, we'll take the profits. We don't think you should be doing this, but given the circumstances, we don't want collectors being burned. But it's like, well, no, they just went ahead and did it anyway. It's just a terrible thing to handle it that way. And it just leaves me very uneasy, with where the hobby's heading. Because if this becomes, the new norm where they clearly don't care about collectors, irrespective of what you think about them as a business, and they need to sort of maintain that legal precedent and all that kind of thing. You should be looking after collectors first and foremost, because they're the ones that keep you in business within the first place. But to go about it this way, it just seems so disgusting, in my opinion. And I can't emphasize how much of a deal this event was here in Australia. We are sport mad. People were going crazy for this. You had hundreds of people in attendance, all let down because you wanted to play games from a business perspective. I just really don't like it, and I really want to hear what you guys have to say down in the comments below and how you guys, want to unpack the situation, because I just think it's a terrible thing. And I feel sorry that, Tyson had to go through the process that he did. This guy has done a number of things, for the trading card hobby that he should be commended for, and he's always gone above and beyond for collectors. And to just have it go down this way where you sort of spend months, working on something, getting the deal brokered, getting the event going, getting all these people excited, and sort of having to deal with all those unhappy customers and apologize to them and do it on the day is it's just terrible. And like I said earlier, by all reports, everyone told me that was at this event that reached out to me, said he did a fantastic job, talking them through everything, and they all felt really sorry for him and they don't have any grudge towards him. But it's just, a terrible thing. You just, like, in your mind, visualize working on something, and then you get to the day and you get that bad news, and then all of a sudden you've got hundreds of unhappy people in the room that you need to sort of explain what went down. It's just messed up. And I just don't like a business doing that. And yes, they are a business, and Fanatics have shown to be very cutthroat in the past. But like I said earlier, collectors are the reason why you bought into this industry in the first place, right? We're the reason why the hobby's become relevant, right? We're the reason why it stays relevant, because good, bad, or ugly, we're still going to be here buying and collecting cards. And to sort of do that to people and show that you don't care about them, it's just really bad juju in my opinion. So I don't know what else to say, guys. You can tell I'm pretty upset. My daughter's going crazy in the background. I just don't like seeing this sort of stuff, especially to a guy that does a commendable job for our hobby. And I don't know what else to say. So please share your thoughts down in the comments below. Let me know what you think Fanatics did. Let me know if you're happy with the fact that they did that. It is what it is. I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.